gut health. I keep hearing gut health, gut health, gut health, gut health. So that is what's happening in your intestines, and it's what you put inside, right?
Yeah, and what most people don't realize is that if you're not eating enough dietary fiber in your daily habits and your daily meals, your engine isn't going to be working as well. Most people actually don't know that it's recommended that you go number 2 for each meal that you eat.
Oh shit. And I mean that. Oh shit. Really, for each meal?
Yeah, so if you eat 3 meals a day, you should go 3 times a day.
Wait a second. Anybody else going 3 times a day? I'm really happy with my 1 time a day. So I wouldn't want to live with you guys. I'm sorry. Don't go near their bathroom.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Everybody's very healthy.
No, listen, who doesn't like a good poop? It's like,
I mean,
and
that's why
the older we get, the more we talk about our poop. Yeah.
Hippocrates, who's like known as like the father of medicine, said that let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. So if we start looking at what we're putting in our body daily as medicine, as a way to help us stay youthful, stay active, stay feeling great, then we make it a priority. We make it imperative that we go, okay, I'm gonna eat this much vegetables, this much salad, this much fruit in a day. It doesn't mean that has to be your entire diet right now, because I know everyone needs to do gradual baby steps, but incorporate more.
Right. And also, things can be delicious. Like these raw brownie bites are amazing. It's not what you do all of the time, it's what you do most of the time. So don't make yourself feel bad if you don't eat perfectly all of the time. Don't feel like if you had a bad day, just throw in the towel. You know, just make those little changes. And because I think that that's a big thing, you know.
I think there are some very basic key steps or strides you can take into your life now that aren't very arduous or very complicated, that you can apply. Most of us, first thing we do is we wake up in the morning, we run for our cup of coffee, we run for different things that are going to stimulate us in jars right out of bed. Something that's very basic that you can do is just take a little extra time in the day. Like maybe set your clock 5 minutes earlier, and that gives you the extra time to ease into your morning without going into this place of feeling stressed and overworked already. So easing into your day versus rushing into your day.
Another thing you could do is make half of your plate a salad or plants. So you have half of what you're eating full of fresh, vibrant, energizing fiber and yumminess. Another thing you can do is go to sleep at the same time every night, and make sure sleep is very important. It's when your body rejuvenates and repairs itself. So sleep is super important. Don't go on your screens for at least an hour or 2 if you can before you go to bed. Dim the lights and just have a good sleep routine.
Oh, she's giving me another one off of sleep. So something else with sleep is a lot of us try to eat a lot of carbohydrates at dinner, which actually kind of overstimulate us and makes us hungry later on in the evening. And people are like, oh, I'm so hungry, but I need to go to bed, but I'm hungry. And then they'll go eat something like whatever, rice in the fridge or pasta in the fridge, and that's just gonna make you more stimulated and active. Your body changes what fuel it uses through the day depending on the activity. So if you're hungry right before bed, a trick that I learned from some endurance athletes for sleep is to eat a little bit of fat before you go to sleep, because the fat is actually going to be the fuel your body's using when it sleeps. So a little tablespoon of almond butter or a half an avocado is going to make you have a deeper sleep and a more restful one.
All right, I do so many things wrong. I think this is really good. What would you say, maybe a couple other things? So I want to give people like, let's do baby steps.
Yeah.
If you were, and I'm thinking once again through aging, through nutrition, our brain, our heart, our weight, all of that, what else would you kind of say would be a couple good shifts that people can make?
I think that in general, not everybody's going to be 100% plant-based, but that people should think about incorporating more fruits, more vegetables into their diet, because most of us look at the exteriors of our body and we judge that as how we're aging, when you really do a lot of research and a lot of study, you realize that the way we actually look on the exteriors is an example of what's going on in the interiors of our bodies. So,
Because you're 90?
yeah, I'm 105 actually.
Yeah, he looks so good, doesn't he?
Living on my monastery.
Right,
hills.
exactly.
Yeah.
At 105,
I
wow.
know.
Yeah, you're looking really good, yes.
It's the
So-
makeup from downstairs.
Yeah. Exactly.
Something that is very common knowledge is that eating a whole food plant-based diet or incorporating whole foods into your diet is loaded with dietary fiber. And dietary fiber keeps your gastrointestinal health very, very smooth, running very, very clean. Because if you think about it, if your gastrointestinal health, it's like the engine for your whole body, is working smoothly, then everything else is going to be working well.